Let's now see why Tesla is a buy today. We have been waiting for the buy signal for a long time and we just got it today. Let's analyze the tug of war between buyers and sellers in order to make money. So Tesla is up $18.36, 7.69%, closed at 257.18. Post-market, we are down a little bit by 16 cents. Let's take a look exactly on what has been happening and why we can say that this is a buy signal right now, and it was not last week. Of course, you can buy at any time. I'm going to keep repeating that because it is so true. You can buy at any point in time. You can always buy at any point. But if you buy at any point, then you can be buying at the wrong time. There's such a thing with the stock market, which is the wrong time to buy. When we are into a downtrend, it is the wrong time to buy because you are buying high. I'm going to dollar cost average through it. Yes, you are still buying high, my friend. When we break the downtrend, then you can just pile in and buy everything that you want to buy. But buying high when a stock is going to go down because it is in a downtrend is not the most efficient way to make money. It's not the most efficient way at all. So I say this, you can buy at any point in time, but there are specific times which are a lot better to buy. And such time happened today. And let me be clear here because I know I'm going to get some comments. Let me be clear. We are not perfectionists. We are rarely going to find the perfect bottom, but when we are going to get in, it's going to be the right time, and then it's going to continue to go up. We had a great buy signal on January 20th. Yes, it was not the perfect low price because this perfect low price here was not telling us that it was going to go back up. It could have continued down. So if you buy at the low, you are making an assumption that it will go up. This is an assumption. This is not what we do on this channel. On this channel, we are waiting for a stock to stabilize and then decide to go up with certain criteria in order to get in. The same thing right here in order to get in. And now we have gotten exactly the same thing. Tesla was into a downtrend. It was going down. It was going down. It was not the time to buy. It was not the time to buy. When it gets outside of a downward resistance, then you can buy if you want to. It's not as risky as when a stock is going down. It starts to go sideways. So sideways is better than going down, but it's not as good as I'm going to start going back up. I have a tool for my members, which is containing all of the criteria that I am looking at in order to de-risk a stock purchase. You enter your stock symbol right here. And if you want to buy on the daily chart, and then you need to check all of these criteria that pertain to the situation that you are looking at. And then this is going to give you a probability of a move. This is what I am using every day in my videos. I don't name every single thing. I try to summarize everything. But if you want to understand a little bit more what is my methodology to get into a stock, this is right there. So you can take a look at it. So Tesla started going sideways on August 22nd. Started to go sideways and it could have gone going sideways for a long time. And then after going sideways, it could have decided, I am going to still continue to go down. This could have happened. So buying a stock just because it stopped going sideways, it's not as bad as when it keeps going down. It's a little bit better. But it's a little bit more risky than when a stock decides to go high. And this is what we got today. Last week, Tesla could not break 240.89. It could not break it. The buyers were not there. They just were not there. The sellers were pouring in. The buyers were not strong enough to push back up. And it just did not happen. Today, we have something different. Yesterday, we had an indication that it really wanted to break 240.89, but then it was squished back down and it could have continued down. Nobody knew for sure that it was going to go back up. But today, we have a super strong green candle and Tesla just launched like crazy. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart to understand exactly how this happens. So during the first hour, we closed at 249.17. So we broke it during the first hour. On the 1 hour chart, we had a buy signal yesterday, and we had another one right here because we have broken 240.89, and we also broke a more detailed horizontal resistance at 240.05, and we just shattered through it. And look at this. There are no random moves in the stock market. This was our 1 hour chart bearish channel, and this is where we stopped during the first hour. This is what we broke during the first hour. If you take a look at it here, we broke that downward resistance on the 1 hour chart. This was another buy signal on the 1 hour chart, and then you could have bought right here on the 1 hour chart at 10:30 at about 249. And then we are continuing up right now. So all of our indicators are very bullish, even the RSI, which is overbought, but it's okay to have an indicator that is overbought because the stock can continue to be overbought for a long time. So that's perfectly fine with us. Let's go back on the daily chart. On the daily chart, we now have a buy signal because we have stochastic over 60. Stochastic is at 82. So we now have this green thumb up. We can put a green thumb up right here. We already had the MACD crossover, and now we got RSI over 50. We have officially got that signal also, and we also have the MI. So look at this, everything exactly is turning today. What should you do if you're not yet into Tesla? Okay, it seems like with the post market that we are going to have maybe a little bit of a pullback down. So you could wait for a potential pullback down because this is the current bullish channel that we are following with Tesla. And we are already right close to the resistance right here. So it is possible that we cool down a little bit because stocks don't tend to break their resistance. They tend to follow the resistance a while. So if Tesla follows that resistance, it could be cooling down a little bit. So you can decide to wait to see if there is a cool down. So I would suggest that tomorrow morning you look at the 1 hour chart or the 15-minute chart, just a more detailed chart so that you can see if it is going to pull back or not. Would I have wished that Tesla would have made just a smaller candle stopping at 246 just so that people could enter at a little bit lower price? Yes, this is something that I would wish upon people, but this is not what happened. So basically, this is a little bit high, but it's possible that Tesla continues. So check it in the morning to see what is going to happen. Let's take a look at some Tesla news. So Tesla battery longevity is not affected by frequent supercharging, study says. So there's a report from Recurrent, which has access to data from over 12,500 Tesla vehicles in the US through its software service. Now shows clearly that there is little to no difference in battery degradation between frequent fast charging and rare fast charging. This is very interesting. I thought it was the opposite. I thought that DC fast charging was not very good for the battery, but based on their data, it seems like there is not much difference between the two. It seems that supercharging does not impact the range of the battery, and that pretty much when you are at around 2,000 days for a battery, then it is going to have retained 90% of its range. And this is for the Model 3. This is for the Model Y. It's pretty much the same thing. That's interesting. So people can buy a used Tesla and they don't have to ask how many times the car has been supercharged. So Tesla makes superchargers free in Europe for a day. Wow. So they have done this to celebrate 10 years of supercharging on the continent. Wow, this is great. This is great. It makes people happy because it's free, and then people are talking about it. It's talking about Tesla and everything. It's a great marketing thing. Okay, let's take a look at the VIX. So, okay, the VIX is coming down. The stock market is going up. So everything is in sync. And VIX is down 0.62. That's 4.11%, closed at 1446. So perfect. We had the congestion zone right here. at 1485, a congestion zone, and we just came outside of it. No stochastic, so this should be falling further. This is fantastic. Rivian is having a great day, so we are up $1.78. That's 8.67%, closed at 22.33. Post market, we are up by 1 cent. Yeah, nice green candle. We had stabilized above 2016, but we were into a downward channel. So it's not the time to buy when it is into a downward channel. Right now, it is not into a downward channel anymore. It makes a little bit more sense to buy. That's one thing. We don't have stochastic over 60. So stochastic over 60 guarantees us that things should be continuing. Right now, it's very tempting to buy. I am not going to lie. This is very tempting to buy. And we seem to have broken our upward bullish resistance line. We have just broken above it. And we had the previous support right here that I'm going to make a little bit brighter. And this support was at 22.12, and we broke that too. That's a lot of break of resistance in 1 day. For those that are a little bit more risk prone, then you can get in. You can get in, and it's not too bad because we had a break of downward resistance and we have a break of congestion zone, which is a horizontal resistance that was broken. And we also broke a bullish channel resistance at the same time. The only thing that we are missing is stochastic over 60 pretty much. We have a DMI crossover. That's good. We have an RSI bullish pattern. We don't have the MACD crossover. But still, we have a lot of things. If you are risk averse, then wait a little bit. Break back above 23.59 would be nice with a good stochastic over 60. Xpeng, very good day for Xpeng. We had a great day yesterday. We did not have stochastic over 60 yet. It was at 58. We got it today right here. For me, this is a buy. We are still above 18.12. We are up 68 cents. That's 3.68%, close at 19.14. This is pretty good. Let's hope that it continues for a while. Nio had an earnings call and it was not that good. Xpeng had something that was not that good either, but it just launched anyway. This one is down 13 cents, 1.18%, closed at 10.89. And post-market, we are down by 4 cents. So it went down. It went significantly down. It went as low as 9.46, but then it picked back up. And this is making me think of Xpeng. We had a down day for the bad earnings, the really bad earnings, 48% negative surprise, but then it picked back up the next day. So basically, it looks like it's basically the same thing that is going to happen here. And if it's the same thing, it's going to start breaking 11.31 soon. So that will be the official buy signal with or without stochastic over 60. This remains to be seen. And VinFast, this was a great short right here. This was a great short. This was a weak candle and now it's just crashing like crazy. So we are down $36.10, down 43.84% in 1 day. That's crazy. Closed at 46.25 and post-market, we are down a little bit further down. We cannot catch everything. Palantir basically still going sideways. Yes, it's up 76 cents, 5.19%, closed at 15.40. But this is still going sideways until it breaks 16 bucks. It's still in a congestion zone. It's still in the congestion zone, so it's not indicating to us that it wants to go sideways. You can buy at any point, but this one is not as right. Nvidia, okay, Nvidia starts to want to do something finally. So we are up 19 bucks and 49 cents, 4.16%, closed at 487.84. Post-market, we are down by 44 cents. We have a break of 479.22. So this is now a support. So this should be going higher. We have stochastic over 60. We have the 2 lines of MACD above 0. We have the MACD crossover. We had that for a while. We have RSI above 50. We have the MI that's green also. So, everything here is telling us that it should be continuing up. Yes, we have a little bit of a pullback post-market, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. Let's take a look at our indices quickly. QQQ, which was outside of its bullish channel, is now back into it right here. It's still into its short-term bearish channel, but showing signs to want to get out of that. We have stochastic over 60. We have a MACD crossover. We have RSI over 50. We have DMI, a crossover in DMI. This is looking pretty good. Dow Jones also a nice move up. So it's no longer into its bearish channel. And it has broken our double support right here. We are up 0.85%. S&P 500, the same thing. Same thing here. We are no longer going down. And we broke some resistance. We have stochastic over 60. So this is looking good. The whole market is turning over. We are up 1.45. We have a MACD breakover. We have RSI over 50. We have our DMI cross. This is looking good. This is looking pretty good. Nasdaq Composite is still in its downward channel. So Nasdaq is a little bit behind in terms of the patterns. It's still in its downward channel. This one right here, it's still into it. But we got stochastic over 60 and we got all of our indicators. As soon as it breaks 14,000, then I would personally consider it a buy. US Treasury is coming down. That's good. The Treasury is going down. The stock market is going up. This is making sense. Physical gold is also moving up. So we just broke a downward channel right here. And it's above 1508. It's about 1508. I just cleared things up a little bit, so I think this was confusing. Yeah, 1508 to me, this is a buy. And silver, we are up 2.29%, closed at 849. And we just broke our downward resistance, broke the next available horizontal resistance at 841. Stochastic over 60. This has been de-risked. You can do what you want with this. Bitcoin, boom. Bitcoin is up 5.96%. So we broke above 26,517. Still in a downward channel. This is looking pretty good. I would maybe wait for it to break 28,817 to be sure. But looking good. Ripple could have gone a little bit higher than this. So we are up 3.5%. We are still going sideways. Unless we are breaking 0.54866, then I would not consider this a buy. And the US dollar is dropping a little bit. So we just dropped below 103,580. And then stochastic, look at stochastic, how far it plunged. It's at 63. If we stay above 103,203, then everything is okay. If we start going lower than that, then something is wrong. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.